It's weird going from this and this. Back to this. And FYI, obviously I know that Priuses are hybrids, they're not EVs, but they can drive using only electricity. And I know that Volts aren't pure EVs either, they have a gasoline backup, but I drive about 90 to 95% of my time in electric only mode, so I consider that an EV. So really my only pure EV is my Zero SR. Moving on. First, let's talk about why I went with an old-fashioned gas engine powered mower versus a pure electric one. Honestly, I didn't even consider an electric zero-turn mower, mainly because I didn't even know they existed. Oh, and anything besides a zero-turn was out of the question. Why? Because zero-turns are awesome. Now, doing a quick search of best electric zero-turn mowers, you will find that a number of name-brand manufacturers build pure electric zero-turns, with the most inexpensive being the Ryobi RY480E at $3,999, and the most expensive being the Gravely Easy EV-ZT at around $25,000. For comparison's sake, my Cub Cadet ZT150, the one I didn't end up buying, was $3,099. So there's that. I like Cub Cadet. Don't ask me why, but I just like them. Mainly for their looks, and the fact that there is a certified privately owned Cub Cadet dealer within 10 miles of home, which is where I bought mine. Anyhoozle, Cub Cadet does sell a ZT1 42E pure electric zero-turn for $4,499, which is about the third most inexpensive electric zero-turn available. This is the electric mower I would have purchased if I wanted a pure electric mower, so my comparison and my relative cost numbers will be the Cub Cadet ZT1 42E versus my Cub Cadet ZT150. If you want a comprehensive side-by-side comparison of electric zero-turns, just Google best electric zero-turn mower. So if I'm such an advocate of EVs and solar power and efficiency, blah blah blah, why didn't I buy the ZT1 42E over my ZT150? And FYI, the 42 and 50 numbers stand for inches of cut width or the size of the mower deck. Like I said, I didn't even know they were an option until after I bought mine. And you know what? I would have purchased what I purchased even if I had known. Why? Well, let's just get this out of the way. $3,099 versus $4,499 is a pretty big difference in upfront cost. $1,400 to be exact. And yes, I know that's usually the case with EVs versus ICE vehicles, but this is not a vehicle that will be driven thousands of miles and need a lot of preventative and corrective type maintenance, which is where EV drivers make up a lot of extra upfront cost of driving EV, as well as with cheaper fuel, obviously. Whatever, let's get down to brass tacks and nip this one in the butt. If I mow every week from May 1st to October 31st, that would be 27 times I mow in a year total. I actually try to stretch it to every 2 weeks because it's better for the birds, animals, and environment in general, but most people mow once a week during the summer. I'm just estimating here based on my experience so far, but it takes about 2 gallons of fuel to mow each time. At $3 a gallon, again using simple numbers here, that's $6 per mow or $162 a year in fuel to mow my lawn, not taking into account an oil change once a year. Most other issues that come up should be covered under the 3-year warranty. The 42E, the electric zero-turn, has a 3 kilowatt-hour battery that is advertised to mow 2 acres on a single charge. My total mowing area, like the area that I actually mow, the actual grass, is about 1.2 acres. However, the land is hilly, a little rough, has lots of obstacles, and the grass is usually pretty thick, so for simplicity's sake, let's just say I would use one entire battery per mow. 3 kilowatt hours at 13 cents a kilowatt hour is 39 cents or $10.53 per year. Using these numbers, my break-even point for cost of the mower and fuel would be at year 9 of ownership, assuming all these numbers stay the same. Now, I do have solar panels that would make the electricity free, but the cost is so minuscule that break-even would still be around year 9. So, break-even of cost at 9 years. Take that for what it's worth. Bottom line, I had about a $3,000 budget, for my brand new zero turn, and I did not want to spend the premium for an electric mower in this particular case. Next, let's talk about run times, deck widths, and overall convenience. Electric mowers' run times are usually described one of two ways: number of acres that can be mowed per charge, and or number of hours of mowing per charge. The Cub Cadet 42E is described as being able to mow up to 2 acres on one charge. That's all there is information-wise for how long the battery will last. This begs many questions. 2 acres of what type of grass, and how long / thick is this grass? How fast am I mowing these 2 acres? Is it flat? Is it bumpy? Are there any obstacles? All of these things affect how long it takes to mow, and therefore how many acres you can mow in a set amount of battery time. It's not very precise. If I had 2 acres of flat, pristinely manicured grounds with little to no obstacles, sure, no problem. However, I do not. This brings me to deck width, and by definition, how many inches of grass you cut per swipe of mow. It takes me about an hour and a half to mow my approximately 1.2 acres of mowing area with my 50-inch cutting widths. So how much longer would it take with a 42-inch? And 42 inch is the only size available for Cub Cadet and most other manufacturers of electric mowers. Honestly, I don't know, and I could come up with some contrived way to calculate, but let's just agree it would take much longer. I mean, 10 swipes of mowing accounts for about 6.5 feet less of mowed grass with a 42 inch versus a 50 inch. So, yeah. Now, looking into the depths of my EV and solar power obsessed soul, I had to admit to myself that I just did not want to worry about not getting my mowing done all at once and having to stop to recharge the battery. I wanted the convenience of an old-fashioned, carbureted, gasoline-powered machine. With a full 3.5-gallon tank, there's definitely no need for me to worry about running out of gas midway through my mowing. And even if I did, I keep extra gas in a gas can ready so I can quickly refuel and keep mowing. This is one of those cases where, for me, having a gas-powered lawnmower is just more convenient than having an electric mower. The solution to this is swappable batteries, like any handheld yard tool has, but the 42E doesn't have this option. So what's the big deal about having to stop mowing and wait to recharge? Well, weather for one. They say if you don't like the weather in Indiana, wait 30 minutes. Grass needs to be dried to mow cleanly. If I can't finish and I have to charge and storms roll in and it rains, I am shit out of luck for the day. Is it a huge deal? No. I just like to finish a job as soon as possible after I start it. These are the main reasons why I bought a gas-powered zero-turn versus a comparable electric-powered one. Now, let's talk about why it's weird going back to a pure carbureted gasoline-powered engine. EVs are great. You turn them on versus starting them. Put them in the drive and go. Or, in the case of a motorcycle, you just turn them on and twist the throttle. There's no starting an engine, no waiting for it to rev down, no noise, no exhaust, no stops at the gas station. Just smooth, quiet go. Did I mention they're quick? Go test drive a Tesla or ride a Zero motorcycle. Only then will you understand what I'm talking about. But, and this is a big but, and I've said it before, there's something innately satisfying about firing up an engine. The twisting of the key, the starter turning the engine over, and the relief as it fires up and idles down. Is it a huge waste of energy that an engine just runs without doing actual work? Yes. Is it satisfying? Amazingly so. I mean, I grew up only knowing gasoline engines. No machines you sit in and drive were electric besides golf carts, even most of those were gasoline powered. So it's not like it's a totally foreign thing to this Volt and Zero SR loving dude. It does, however, feel quite dated. Dated in a good way, but dated nonetheless. Yes, it takes smelly, dangerous gasoline. Yes, it has an old lead acid battery that won't probably last more than a few years. Yes, the engine gets dangerously hot after running for a few minutes. It's very loud, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Is it still quick and fun as hell to drive? Yes. Zero turns are, shall I say it, fun? They make mowing fun. There, I said it. Is revving the engine up to full operating speed and then engaging the PTO immensely satisfying, warming the cockles of my heart? Yes. It makes me feel kind of giddy, like a grand adventure is about to begin, or I'm about to complete my mission. Mission being mow the damn grass, you idiot. By the way, PTO stands for power takeoff. It's what turns the motor blades on and off. I'll admit it. I like it. God damn it, do I like it. I'm a little ashamed that I didn't opt for an electric zero turn, but I think a part of me kind of just wanted to get back to my country roots and go old school. I mean, I have 2 EVs and an 8 kilowatt solar array, so I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of a realist and not a purist in that EVs and electric powered tools make great sense in most cases, but occasionally going back to gas is the better option. There, I said it. Oh, as far as a review of the mower itself, it's a cool looking zero turn with a 23 horsepower Kawasaki 4-stroke 2-cylinder engine. It cuts the grass well, runs strong, and is insanely fun to operate. There's your review. I mean, it's a basic zero turn lawnmower. What were you expecting, asshole?